You guys, we have got to talk about this crazy story going around on the internet right now, as JoJo Siwa and her partner Kath Ebbs are no longer together, and Kath is spilling all the tea. Clearly, we have a lot to talk about, so we are going to break it all down. This JoJo Siwa on Big Brother drama just got crazier as her partner Kath Ebbs is breaking their silence and speaking out on the whole situation. If you don't know what's going on, JoJo was on this season of Celebrity Big Brother UK, and though the season started out with viewers growing to like her as she was faced with a hard situation, people quickly started to question JoJo's character with the way that she was getting very close with her housemate, Chris Hughes. Now, Chris, if you don't know, is a reality TV star in the UK, best known for Love Island. He's had his fair share of scandals and controversy, but somehow JoJo and Chris became super tight very fast inside the house. And like when I say tight, I mean they were constantly hanging out, cuddling, forehead kisses, to the point where people online were like, isn't JoJo supposed to be in a relationship outside of the house? So seeing JoJo be super affectionate with Chris and sometimes make questionable jokes and statements to each other that felt a little too flirty, people online immediately started calling it emotional cheating at best and full-on disrespect at worst. To make things worse, JoJo had conversations in the house where she was even questioning whether or not she should be in a relationship, which people were like, she should not be saying this when she's on live television, because the thing about Big Brother is that there's live feeds. People can watch and see everything and cut clips of it, and people have just been shocked that JoJo has been acting like this in a way that makes it seem like she has forgotten that the whole world, including her partner, can see what she is doing and saying. It seems JoJo just has spent a lot of time reflecting on her life inside the Big Brother house and who she is, and I think she's realized that she just didn't know herself like she thought she did, which is totally cool. There were just definitely things that she's said and done that just didn't seem to take into account how her partner would feel back at home watching all of this. On the show, JoJo has opened up about the fact that she has realized like maybe she's not lesbian and actually that she is queer, and while she was having all these realizations, her partner Kath was back at home trying to believe that their relationship was still solid and that JoJo was maybe just drumming things up with Chris for television when that wasn't exactly the case. Kath opened up in a TikTok talking about how JoJo had daily video messages sent to Kath's phone that she pre-recorded before she left for Big Brother. And so every day this has been going on, Kath has received loving messages from JoJo just trying to believe their relationship is still solid, but nope. When Kath flew to the UK, which was like a 24-hour flight for them, they flew all that way and got dumped by JoJo less than an hour after like reuniting.
Honestly thought I would come on here right now with my partner being like, it was just a TV show and it was all fabricated and we're happy as Larry. But the truth of the matter is I decided to show up for my partner and hold up my end of the bargain of being in a partnership and being a teammate, and I flew across the world to support and be there and hold that person in whatever they would be experiencing, leaving such a wild experience. And instead I was dumped at the after party with Chris in the next room, which is crazy to say out loud. It's truly crazy. Like, oof, there's a lot of processing that needs to happen, which maybe I should be doing before getting online, but honestly I've been quiet on here for 2 weeks and I felt like I've sat in this, and I think now I'm at the point of, I guess, some level of clarity that I and I guess we, people viewing, weren't crazy to what they were seeing, and that a lot of the things that were depicted were rooted in truth, and I have become collateral in that truth.
Kath continued on in saying that the internet did try and warn them of this, but that they chose to believe their partner in what they were saying, even mentioning that it seemed JoJo had mentioned wanting to get married to Kath before all of this.
I will take accountability for the fact that the internet, oddly enough, did warn me and I had my own instincts, but I chose to believe in what I thought was, I don't know, the kindness and the connection I experienced on my own level, like in my own life, and I wanted to honor that and believe that because it felt so true. I guess, like, in an odd way, like, I don't know if you can, I haven't processed it enough to, if you'd want to call it love bombing or whatever, but It seems to me I have experienced a version of that, being told that I'm the love of someone's life, being asked to marry them before this social experiment, being adored throughout behind closed doors, being hurt by what I saw but wanting to work through it and have a conversation and get clarity and, you know.
Kath ultimately just felt humiliated by this whole situation and what their partner did.
I was told that there are confused feelings there, do with that what you will, and that they had realized in the house that I wasn't the person that they wanted to spend the foreseeable future with, which has honestly been, as you can probably tell by my demeanor, so shocking that I feel kind of subhuman right now. Yeah, and I feel incredibly humiliated, and I feel a bit embarrassed. I feel like the internet might have warned me a little bit, and I guess didn't listen, but I also just followed my heart, and I love really big, and I love really intensely, and I believed promises, and I believed gestures and words and acts of intense intimacy.
Now, on the show, JoJo received a letter from back home that her mom wrote and said that included in it was a message from her partner, Kath, and said that Kath's keen to see you when you get out. This message from home left JoJo feeling very unsettled, and in the confessional, she expressed disappointment over the lack of affection in the message from Kath. Like, where was the I love you? Where was the I miss you? And JoJo was like, you know, this is definitely going to be something that is brought up outside of the house, because what the heck? And a lot of people that were watching this at home were like, oh, this definitely means that Kath is feeling some type of way about what they are witnessing on the show right now between JoJo and Chris, and other people in the house that were on the show with Chris and JoJo were also like, I wonder how JoJo's partner is feeling back at home, because that message was feeling very telling. And on TikTok, Kath says when they saw JoJo again, JoJo was still very upset over the lack of affection in that letter, even after flying all the way to the finale to see her.
And I feel pretty spent. I feel extra spent to, instead of be met with like love and I guess like I thought my effort to fly 24 hours would be considered, but instead there was a lot of anger around things like the letter and not wanting to be on TV and stuff like that, which is fine. Everyone, you know, wants what they want from their relationships, but I thought I was doing the right thing by coming over here and by showing up and by trying to be the bigger person in a situation that has been so incredibly hard and so incredibly intense and so incredibly destabilizing, and again, I keep saying the word humiliating. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah.
In the end, Kath says that what we saw unfold on TV was true and didn't have many words for Chris.
But yeah, everything we saw transpire, the emotional cheating, the overcrossing of boundaries, and the questioning of our relationship on national TV was not fabricated. And it took that person less than an hour to follow through with, yeah. In terms of Mr. Christopher, I don't know, I have opinions, I'm not going to say them now. In terms of their relationship, that's their journey, enjoy, but yeah, pretty brutal.
Since the final episode, JoJo has posted on TikTok that she wants to stay in the UK, but hasn't said much further, but people sure have had a lot to say, and Kath has liked some things on TikTok that said, unsurprising from JoJo given her track record, summary, they broke up, and that what was happening with JoJo and Chris was real. What she did to you was terrible and so unbelievably degrading to you. I don't know why we give this person a platform anymore. Lots of love to you. Get offline and heal. Imagine watching your partner fall in love with someone else in real time. Cannot even begin to fathom that. The whole situation is such a mess, honestly. I think the show really just showed JoJo just doesn't know herself, which is okay. Like, she's still young, but certainly she should realize how her actions and words affected her partner during this time. And hopefully she takes the time to reflect how something like that would have affected her if the roles were reversed in the situation and she had to watch her partner cuddle with someone on TV and talk about questioning wanting to be in a relationship. But I guess we'll just have to see though. But as of right now, that is what has happened in the whole JoJo Siwa Big Brother situation. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.